Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of Props of the Week. Featuring me, as always, King Crackdown with Prosmo Bets, giving you our props of the week. And let's just hop right into it. How many props I got for this week? I got 4 props for this week. First one is Hill decision at plus 185. So those decision underdog props have definitely been hitting a lot for me. So Hill decision at plus 185, that's a solid prop. Next prop is Rodriguez by KO or submission at plus 225. Philly's been finished up in his most recent fights, and knocked out by Eag, submitted by Acosta, and I definitely think Rodriguez can test him in those areas as well and get him out of there. So
Plus 225. That's big. What's that finishing prop?
Rodriguez to finish Philly.
Damn, finish Feely. That's wild. I love it. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because Philly's been knocked out in sub in his last fight. So he got subbed his last fight, and he got knocked out his prior fight. So it's not like he's kind of getting finished as of late. So that's a good prop. And next one is Hernandez by KO at plus 195. I think her opponent, Stoliarenko, really passed the first round. She's really just a dead fish there. So even in the first round, she can get knocked out as well. So I think that's Hernandez's best path to victory. I don't feel like Hernandez will try to grapple with her. Hernandez is a much better striker. She's a much bigger fighter. She should be able to address the grappling and really put the belt to her and get her out of there via striking. So plus 195 by KO. This fight definitely, I don't think it goes to this. I think that's a fight that is by finish. And again, Fernandez most likely path to getting you out there is by KO. So Fernandez by KO at plus 195. Then the last one is Julius Walker by KO round 1. And that's at plus 145. His opponent's been stopped in the first round in both his UFC fights. Walker majorly finishes fights in the first round. So yeah, a guy coming off 2 brutal first round knockout losses versus a guy that's a first round finisher. And also a fighter who got the wrong end of a decision in his debut. I think he'll be real motivated to get it done here and get it done quick in impressive fashion. So KO round 1, I think that's a very likely outcome at plus 145. So again, the Hill decision at plus 185, Rodriguez by KO or sub at plus 225, Hernandez KO plus 195, and Walker KO round 1 at plus 145. But how do you feel about those props?
Man, Angela Hill decision, brother. If you get that man, I mean the value's there. I'm not gonna hold you. She's a kickboxer. Lucindo has seen a kickboxer in Polyana Vienna as it is, who grapples as well. You know what Lucindo's style is, man. She's got the body lock trip sweep against the octagon wall. But if Angela don't get there, then she's probably gonna try and manipulate her, circle, angle around her, cut her off, and try and lure her into her boxing combinations. Um, wow, if it gets to decision, Jasmine Lucindo's young. Give it to Angela Hill. They're giving it to her as it is. Last 2 fights very deserving. So it would be nice, for her to be at that end of a decision once again. As far as wow, plus 225, Christian Rodriguez. He was looking for a Darce choke, right? On Melzakil Costa. He
Yeah.
was sweeping he was shrimping for one the whole fight. Remember when they were
Yeah.
on the ground scrambling?
Yeah, we got
So
multiple trip takedowns as well in that fight too.
holy cow! So if you get that one, man, that's what a beast! What a beast! That man, Walker by KO. He's gonna prove to everyone that he doesn't have to, try and lock his hands and against the wall there to take him down or to clinch, because that's everyone's criticizing him for that. They're like, "Yo, all you're doing is, holding fighters. You're just looking for control time, winning decisions." Yes, yes, yes. He's pressuring forward. He has combinations against the wall, but it would be nice to see him finish on the wall or finish at the center of the octagon. That's great. And then what's that other prop you got?
Fernandez by KO at plus 195.
Wow, man. When I was watching your takes, King of Crackdown breakdown, right, for this UFC fight night, I think you covered the relentlessness in her striking. And you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. I like to think about Gabriela Fernandez like Diony Barboza. And I like that Gabriela Fernandez, you can always bet her on the feet. With her back against the wall, her back against the canvas, not a good sign. But with Jojua Storlienko, who turns her back, when anyone's trying to throw a power punch or something to that effect, she runs for the hills. That's not good, man. We've seen this with another fighter. I forgot what her name is in the bantamweight division. She runs.
And so that concludes our props of the week for UFC Fight Night, Dolidze versus Hernandez. And as always, thanks for watching. Come back for more King of Crackdown with Pro Smoke Bets. Catch y'all next time. Peace.